What's cracking, Jack? Happy Thanksgiving to one and all. 3 games in the NFL on Thanksgiving Day. I've got free picks on all of them for you right here, right now. Greetings, everybody. Welcome back to the show. And if you're joining us for the first time, welcome to the jungle. Happy Thanksgiving to you and your family. I'm thankful to all of you for allowing me to do what I do. I truly love putting videos out every single day and being able to do this for a living. So thank you for your support and thank you for your continued support going forward. I'm going to break down all 3 games and give you a best bet, sometimes 2, in each one of those games. I'm going to leave a special link for you in the comments section. That link is to my Black Friday sale. Now, ordinarily, a year membership in the jungle is $199, 55 cents a day. But until Saturday after Thanksgiving, it's 15% off for just $169. You get my entire betting card sent to your phone every single morning, all sports, all access. You also get a link to our members-only Discord and a direct line to me if you'd like me to opine on any other bet that you are considering placing. This video is brought to you by MyBookie.ag. It's a sports book that the show has partnered with. Now, a few reached out to me for a partnership, and the reason I chose MyBookie.ag is because it's best for you. It truly is. I know some of you guys live in states that different sports betting apps are prohibited. The best thing about MyBookie.ag, it's a website. In fact, it's one of the biggest and most reputable offshore sports books that there is, so you can use it anywhere in the U.S., anywhere in the world, as a matter of fact. And also, they have a great deal. Open up a new account using promo code SILVERBACK, and your first bet is insured up to $500. That means if you sign up with promo code SILVERBACK, if your first bet misses, it's refunded up to $500. Jungle Premium Plays are on a good run. Our last 7 bets were 5-1-1. We're looking to stay hot Thanksgiving Day. We're looking at Green Bay plus 2.5 first game, the early game at Detroit. Over-under is 48.5. Now, these two teams played in Week 1, of course, in Green Bay, and the Packers won that game 27-13. Detroit dominated the time of possession in that game, but it was chunk plays that put Green Bay over the edge. The Packers averaged 5.7 yards per play in that game to the Lions' 3.8. Since that time, however, the Packers' yards per play is down to 5.3, and the Lions' yards per play has gone way up to 6.1, which is 3rd best in the National Football League. Defensively, the Packers give up just 4.5 yards a play, which is 3rd best, but the Lions, right up there with them, give up 5.0, which is 7th best. The Packers are 7-3-1 on the season. They're 2-2 in their last 4, and they're just 40% against the spread this season, 73% against this number of plus 2.5. But I worry about Green Bay's offense against good defenses. They lost to the Eagles 10-7, to the Panthers they lost 16-13, and they lost to the Browns 13-10. We were on the Browns in that game. And despite narrative, Detroit is a good defense too. As I mentioned, they're 7th defensively in yards per play, 8th in sacks, 9th in third down conversion percentage, and 11th in scoring. Jordan Love's a good quarterback, but I don't trust him against good teams, and his production has slowed down a lot recently. In his last 4 games, Love has just 2 passing touchdowns. I think that Jordan Love will struggle against the Lions defense, and Detroit will be able to move the ball against the Packers. Detroit is 5-2 straight up in their last 7 games against top 10 defenses. I like the Lions on the money line in this game. And also look at Jahmyr Gibbs with these 2 kind of sneaky player props. Over 18.5 first quarter rushing yards. He's been over this line in 12 of his last 15 games with a median of 25 in the first quarter. And over 17.5 yards for Gibbs' longest rush. This is a line that he's gone over in 12 of his last 14 home games. Kansas City minus 3.5 at Dallas. Over-under is 51.5. Is the wrong team favored? Let's dive into it. Kansas City 6-5 straight up, 50% against the spread, and they've really struggled on the road. The Chiefs are just 1-4 straight up away from Arrowhead this season. Dallas is 5-1. They had that tie against the Packers. They're 5-2 against the spread at home their last 7 games. Obviously, the Chiefs have been struggling this year to maintain the success that they've recently had. They're moving the ball well in offense. They're 10th in yards per play at 5.6 per, but they've struggled to get the ball in the end zone once they get inside the 20. And I think they're going to have to get touchdowns, not field goals, against the Cowboys. This is the number 1 passing offense in the NFL, Dallas is, averaging 267 yards per game through the air. They're also 4th in scoring, putting up 29.1 points a game, and 5th in yards per play. Now, the Cowboys defense played really well the second half last game against Philly. In fact, the Eagles had just 17 yards in the fourth quarter. I know it's just a half, and this is still a defense that struggles. But we've seen Mahomes struggle big time when there's pressure on him. Look at the Denver game. And the Cowboys actually lead the league in quarterback hurries at 6 quarterback hurries per game. My read on this game is the Cowboys will put up points, and the Chiefs' red zone struggles, combined with Mahomes not having enough time to throw the ball, also his lack of recent confidence, just using the eyeball test. He doesn't seem to trust his throws downfield anymore. I don't think the Chiefs will be able to keep up on the scoreboard with Dallas. Take the 3.5 with the Cowboys, and also consider George Pickens over 76.5 receiving yards. He's been over this line in 5 straight games. Cincinnati plus 7.5 at Baltimore. The over-under is, 51.5. Joe Burrow returning for the Bengals. Now, we don't know how the offense will look with Burrow's first game back, but we can assume that Cincinnati should score points. The Bengals have had moderate offensive numbers without him, pretty much middle of the road and everything. And although Joe Flacco has been good, we have to think the offense will look better under Joe Burrow. I also imagine that Jamar Chase and T. Higgins will have a little pep in their step with their captain coming back too. So I think Cincinnati is going to score, especially against the porous Ravens pass defense that's 24th in the league, allowing 230 passing yards a game. And before that, there's always one flapjack in the comments that says, but the Ravens weren't healthy, now they're healthy. Since the Ravens have gotten healthier, they've given up 245 passing yards to Tua, 245 to J.J. McCarthy, who might not belong in the NFL, and 200 to Tyrod Taylor. The Ravens defense also gives up 5.4 yards a play, which is 18th in the league. But the Ravens should also be able to score against the Bengals defense that's dead last in the past, second last against the rush, allowing 32.7 points a game, which is also league worst, and also second worst in third down defense. We're not going to mess with the side here. We're going straight to the total. I love over 51.5 in Ravens Bengals. Have a great holiday, everyone, and I'll see you soon with a little more money in your pocket.